Ready? So, Painter against Grixis Thieves. What side of this matchup do you like?
I like Thieves. I like more of the, I think, kind of the control version here. You know, they say traditionally control is going to beat the combo deck. We'll see how that plays out.
Wait, where are the Dak Fadens? This can't be Grixis. You can't call your deck Thieves if you don't play the Greatest Thief in the Multiverse. Am I missing it? There it is. It's on the deck list. All right. Greatest Thief in the
Dak
Multiverse.
Faden confirmed we're good.
In the house. So Ruben leads with a Sapphire and an Ancestral, and he's going to spend 2 cards to stop Mental Misstep. It's a steep price, but I didn't see what he pitched. Unless it's crucial, that's usually a price worth paying.
Let's see. It looks like he pitched another Force of Will.
Sure. These players probably do not know what each other are playing.
I don't believe so.
I mean, odds are they don't know each other in a field of 430, by the way, is the number. 430 players. And, I mean, it's not like sometimes you get deep in a tournament and you've played next to somebody because you're like, 2 of the last 5 undefeateds or whatever.
Exactly.
But we're early enough that that's probably not true. Jace Vryn's Prodigy is the follower.
Turn 1 Jace. Not quite turn 1 Jace the Mind Sculptor, but still pretty good.
All right, what's Adam working with?
Can't quite see his hand there. Lotus, always a good opening. Oh, the glare is just like, just out of the eye shot. It looked like a grindstone. Yawgmoth's Will. It looks like he has the spell bomb as well.
So he's trying to figure out whether he's got a value Yawg-Will that's worth going for here?
That's what it looks like.
Seems like he's decided yes. No, he decided Thirst for Knowledge.
Okay.
So Sax's Lotus for main phase Thirst.
Pitches a spell bomb, recognizes that he might not necessarily need it versus another blue deck.
Wow, no follow-up. No more fast mana.
Looks like a Mana Crypt on Ruben's side.
All right, JVP not going to flip here. Discards the Mana Crypt. Yeah, he's got plenty of mana.
Yep, it looks like he picked up a Mox there too.
And just ships back.
Gives Adam time to... We got a Pearl. Both players being cautious here, not to necessarily run into anything.
Yeah, I think the pressure's on Adam to do something. JVP is going to flip and give Ruben the ability to flashback Ancestral Recall pretty soon. Probably next turn. Not guaranteed next turn, but probably next turn. And so there's some pressure on Adam to try to get things accomplished before that happens.
I feel Ruben might have one of his Mana Drains in hand.
He's sitting on a bunch of untapped blue mana. Did nothing last turn. That's always a fear, but you can't play around stuff because if you do nothing, the JVP flips and you get Ancestral Dawn. Trinket Mage, sure. So he does a thing.
Yeah, it looks like here comes the drain. Yep. And that Jace is going to flip.
I think both players played this reasonably. Adam essentially baited the mana drain with not the best spell in his hand.
Yeah, I'm sure he's fine giving up the Trinket Mage there.
Especially if he can successfully clear a path for the Yawg-Will that we know he's holding. All right, 3 mana drain mana. What you got, Ruben? Going to lead off by flipping his Planeswalker.
He's going to get an extra card here. Take a look.
May take a look at 4 cards.
Pitches another fast mana source. The Emerald's gone. Adam double checking the text on Jace there. And did he activate it yet? Nope. Yep. Here we go. Ancestral, firing it off.
Got any more missteps? No? Excellent. Yeah, exiled, of course.
Looks like Ruben has a couple lands. I'm not quite sure what else is in his hand there. Floating some
blue
mana, yep.
Floating some colorless mana.
And we're going to time walk.
I mean, resolving 2 Ancestral Recalls, you'd think Ruben Gonzalez should win this game. It's just a question, especially with the Grixis Thieves deck. It doesn't have a ton of actual victory conditions. It's just you gain value, and then you get more value, and then eventually you find something to attack with. But that's not the important part.
Yeah, the preferred method, it looks like, for Ruben's deck's going to be just tinkering into the Blightsteel.
Notion Thief attacks just fine.
That it also does.
First, you gotta have at least 2 Planeswalkers, maybe 3.
Dak fading confirmed. Let's see if he is going to draw some cards. Nope.
No, he wants cards. No thieving. Discard the Blightsteel.
Blightsteel. Sure. Shuffle it back in. He's not quite the greatest thief yet. Maybe next turn. Maybe next turn. And Ruben looks like he's going to move to his next turn. Time walk turn coming up. Still has the Yogg-Will, yeah.
Well, still. It was Adams who we saw Yogg-Will. I think they both have it. Man, he could almost hardcast that Blightsteel Colossus. Yogg-Will back all that artifact mana. He's been discarding Tap Tolarian Academy. It's close.
It looks like he's going to try to set up a turn with Yogg-Will to just go Tinker, Blightsteel, and then play the Time Walk also out of the graveyard here.
Yep.
Yep.
Here's the Yawgmoth's Will. Yawgmoth's Will is in effect. There's an Emerald out of the yard, Crypt out of the yard. He's definitely going to Time Walk.
Land.
Yeah, he gets a free land for value.
Yep.
What else is in there? Anything?
Doesn't look like much, so that's why I'm kind of thinking he has some way to get the Tinker there and just kind of tinker in the Blightsteel with the Time Walk.
I mean, the value here is not awful. You get another turn, you get a couple, you get
a lot of mana.
Crypt.
Yeah.
It's funny. I wonder if he had this when he discarded the Blightsteel. Because I think he can cast it now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the artifacts, 5 from the Academy. Yeah, he has 12 mana.
Slam down Blightsteel, no big deal.
He's 11 mana. Use his land drop, then he can cast Blightsteel.
Nope, going to second Time Walk turn. We're going to roll Crypt here.
Odds I take damage, right?
Looks like they're discussing what the...
Just odds I take damage. This is a solved problem. Stop negotiating.
Just default odds damage. It looks like a force and a counter, or it looks like mana drain. So Ruben looks like just kind of sculpting a hand where he can keep the defenses up here versus Adam. Drawing lots of lands. It looks like he also has a dig through time now. Ruben's definitely seen a lot of his deck.
Man, JVP's going to let him flashback dig, huh?
That's going to be a lot of cards he's going to be able to look at.
I mean, especially with all the mana he has, he
Oh,
doesn't even
yeah.
have to delve for it, right?
Yeah, he should just set up hard cast the Blightsteel. Who needs Tinker?
Dig, see what you find. Flashback, dig, see what you find.
Let's go. This is vintage. You gotta get some sweet plays here.
He's going to go ahead and dig main phase, looks like. Bunch of lands he doesn't care about in his graveyard, so he'll mostly delve. 2 blue floating. Did he use JVP on all his time walk turns?
No, he.
I feel like he forgot to tick up on one of the time walk turns, which is relevant here because if he -3s, he's going to lose.
Oh,
JVP.
I
mean, all he's done is flashback 1 ancestral, right?
Yeah, he flashback 1 ancestral.
And then tick up.
Then
I think
tick
this
up.
is his 3rd turn. Maybe he's ticked up all. It's been his turn forever.
Yeah.
Like he's on.
Adam's just kind of been sitting there watching. Enjoy the view. And with the new legendary Planeswalker rule, we get more Jace action.
Bigger, better Jace in the house.
We're going to draw some more cards. Oh, Adam is asking about that rule. Look like. Ruben looks like he doesn't have much in terms of business spells in hand currently, more just counters, which should be good enough given his board presence with the Planeswalkers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, we're done. We're done. It's just a question of the details.
Yeah, it's just kind of playing this out. Yeah, I don't see Adam kind of taking this game at all. He hasn't had a turn in almost 3 minutes.
3? 7?
That's probably generous, right? Yeah.
This is one of the secret advantages of the Grixis Thieves deck in that you get to be winning for more of the time you spend playing Magic.
It looks like he has the Tinker. Yep, Tinker, pick up the Crypt.
There we go.
His deck is, a little mishmashed.
Blightsteel Colossus comes out. He's already used his Time Walk twice. It's in exile, so he's going to have to say go. All he's got to defend himself, though, is Mana Drain and I believe also Force of Will blue card.
Yep. So he's got effectively two counters here.
Good luck, Adam Sabah. Remember your last turn when you played Trinket Mage to bait out the Mana Drain you thought Ruben might have, and then crossed your fingers and hoped you didn't die? Yeah, sorry. You died.
And here we go. I just don't think there's anything in Adam's deck here that pulls him out of this situation.
Well, his play is Yawgmoth's Will.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't know Ruben has multiple counters. He suspects it, but whatever. Get your land. Put Yawgmoth's Will in the stack.
Yep. We're just kind of going through the motions almost here on this one.
I mean, he is a combo deck. He is capable of killing in one turn.
Adam's eyeing up the graveyard.
Yeah. I'm not sure the Yawgwill's good enough.
Exactly.
I mean, Black Lotus helps, but
Adam's trying to even calculate if the Yawgmoth's Will is good enough.
Oh, is he?
Even if it resolves.
Is he delving for something?
It looks like he set aside a few cards and left the Lotus. So is he firing off maybe a dig?
They're just calculating what he would do if this miraculously resolves. Not gonna.
And that's probably going to be all she wrote.
Yep. Oh, Treasure Cruise. That's what he was counting for. No, I got that covered too.
Yep.
Okay,
and there we
fine.
go.
You win.
Yep, had the Treasure Cruise set aside. Yep, just could not win there. That's the thing with Vintage. Sometimes you just build that insurmountable card advantage with the Planeswalkers, and then it's just a matter of kind of going through the motions a little bit.
I give more credit to that Ancestral Recall card than the Planeswalkers that time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well,
that game was turn 1 Ancestral and Jace Vryn's Prodigy. Turn 3, flip Jace Vryn's Prodigy, casting Ancestral again.
Well, I was going to say, casting Ancestral Recall one time in a game and having it resolve already kind of puts you ahead.
Yeah.
Casting it twice and having it resolve is pretty good, too. I was down to my last card back in 2011.
Yeah.
When Paul Mastroianni tinkered in the Blightsteel. And I needed to rip a Chain of Vapor off the top. And just ripped it off the top. And the rest is history, they say.
Very nice.
Adam needed said Chain of Vapor there.
Sideboarding here. I don't see a lot that Ruben gets to bring in. Also, he may not even realize exactly what he's up against. Like, it's a paint. We know it's a Painter combo deck, right? We know it's Grixis Painter versus Grixis Thieves. Ruben, could he still think he's in the mirror? Like, what did he actually see?
He's either in the mirror or kind of even just kind of the Grixis kind of control decks out there. Yeah,
kinda.
Exactly.
Could be Grixis Pyro, could be a mirror. Probably doesn't put him on Grixis Painter. Not that he has a lot in the sideboard, but like a Braids would probably be pretty reasonable to bring in. Right, your opponent has an artifact-based combo deck, half of which can die to the 3 damage.
Yeah, I don't think Ruben knows that yet, so I'm leaning towards just kind of. It looks like Ruben's probably just going to bring in the 2 Pyroblasts he has, and that's probably it for this game. I don't see him bringing in much else until he kind of sees the Painter and everything like that.
Makes sense.
Whereas Adam now,
Adam knows exactly what's going on.
So is Adam going to bring in his Notion Thief?
Right. Adam's sideboard is 2 Red Blast. 2 Notion Thief. Yes? I mean, that's just...
Yeah.
I think you just bring those in.
Exactly. Yeah, the other stuff, Leyline of the Void, more for Dredge. He's got the Ingot Shattered by Force, more for Shop. So he's probably just going to bring in the Notion Thief and the Red Elemental Blasts. So Adam's kind of... If he can kind of work the combo here, that's going to be a little bit to his advantage, as his opponent doesn't quite know that he's on that deck yet. So
now, where are you at on Tinker Blightsteel against a deck that has Dak Faden? Do you just get it out, throw it in the sideboard, or is it still just so ridiculously powerful as a way to win the game that you keep it anyway?
I'm on the side where it just leads to free wins sometimes, you know.
Which way?
Well, yeah, that's true. That's a good point. But I mean, you can also just randomly, kind of. I mean, and Dak Faden's usually a 1 or 2 of. So I mean, I'm fine with my odds kind of fading against a 1 or 2 of.
Okay.
Theoretically, too, if they, slam Dak, and then I have, in theory, maybe a Jason Mind Sculptor's my out, things like that. Or if I'm playing Dak as well, just steal it back. Then we just keep going back and forth. So I think just the raw power level alone, I think I would keep it in.
All right, good. Both decks have Blightsteel Colossus.
Yes.
Both decks have Dak Faden. It's relevant. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I think there are people who just, they run into this matchup, and like Dak Faden is the reason you're not seeing as many Tinkers in the world.
Yeah.
Like, you're right, it's the best Oops I Win card in Vintage, in my opinion. It's so easy to play a turn 1 Tinker, but like Jace the Mind Sculptor was bad news for Blightsteel fans, and Dak Faden is worse.
Well, and interestingly enough, when Dak first kind of got printed, a lot of people would switch to Inkwell Leviathan because then it's Hexproof or Shroud actually, and then it just Island Walks, so it's like they can't even stop it.
Yeah, but it turns out you need it to be Blightsteel so you can beat the Shop's deck.
Yep.
Like, you need to resolve a Tinker, say go once, and then you need to win the game.
Yeah. I think just on the raw power level alone, it's, I would risk it.
I think it depends how good your sideboard cards are. Like, if you have good, if you're looking for something to take out, I think it's a viable candidate.
Does
to just
player
take it
draw
out.
matter, you think?
A little bit. I mean, it's better on the play. Yeah, it's better on the play. And I mean, in some level, what's the opportunity cost, right?
Exactly,
How good are the sideboard cards you're bringing in? I mean, how good are the other cards you would have to cut? for the sideboard cards.
And I guess depending how good you feel in the matchup, do you need that kind of backup, or do you just feel good enough where you don't really need that?
Hello, Painter's Servant.
So Ruben is going to see very quickly that Adam is actually on Painter and not in a mirror match. Or versus other random Grixis control deck. I'm assuming he named blue?
Yeah, it looks like he named blue. Both players' Force of Wills just got easier. Library, but that looks like 4 or 5.
Yeah, looks like he has about 5 cards in hand.
Yeah, I mean, on the play, and he played a 2-drop. He hasn't drawn anything extra.
Demonic Tutor. That's going to mean a mana drain. Yep.
And he's so set up for the Ancestral to turn the Library on. I mean, maybe he's going for the Grindstone rather than that, but
yeah,
I guess the Grindstone's better, just to actually win the game. None of this matters, though. Not through mana drain. And Ruben decides, I mean, a lot of times you let the tutor resolve and then counter the thing they're going to get.
Yeah, exactly.
But that can be scary. Whoa.
Oh.
He had the Grindstone. The DT was bait. Ruben bit, but also has the Force of Will. What a crazy sequence.
Cool.
Bunch of judgment calls on both sides.
Yep. There's definitely Adam probably would have gotten like a Force of Will. I don't know if he has a blue card in hand, but that's probably what he would have gotten to try to protect the Grindstone. And we're rearranging so Painter can properly enter the red zone as opposed to the lands.
Mana drain, mana fuels, Jace the Mind Sculptor. See, this is the dream when you put mana drain in your deck.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to leave up 2 blue mana. My opponent's going to cast something, and I'm going to get to counter it and play something large. I wish this happened more often. I really want mana drain to be good.
It was fun back when you could just mana drain and then you would go right into a Factor Fiction. Oh, that was the magic Christmas land back in the day.
It's just stuff happens so fast. Like, you still can do that. I've put mana drain and Factor Fiction in the same deck in Vintage. It's a little slower than what everybody else is doing, it turns out.
Exactly, yes. Format speed's kind of going up a little bit. And Painter beats going in on Jace. Adam recognizing he's probably not going to win the game through damage.
I'm not sure I would have kept playing lands out if I was him. I mean, I guess it's so few cards in hand that the library is a pipe dream, but...
Yeah, what is Adam potentially going up to in terms of... Yeah, it looks like he has, at 3, he has all the mana he needs to really operate the deck, so that's probably a really good point.
He's got something in his mind.
Notion Thief. And there goes the blast. The Reb. Oh, a mental misstep.
This is a big fight.
We're going to get a battle here.
Where are we exactly? Did he do this main phase? This is at its best when it's as a response to a Jace, obviously. Okay, has the Force of Will for the misstep. Man, Ruben had everything this game. He had Mana Drain, Force of Will blue card on the turn where Adam had his combo. Now he has Red Blast, Force of Will blue card to stop this Notion Thief. Ruben Gonzalez, just all the answers. He's hellbent. I mean, that was everything.
Yeah.
That was all his cards.
Or no, it looks like he still has 2, I think, Ruben.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Adams at any time could just potentially resolve a Grindstone, though, and then game over. I think he has 1 more left in his deck.
Okay, that was as a response to Jace.
Yeah.
Great. Adam did that at exactly the right time. Man, that was a huge fight. When your opponent activates Jace the Mind Sculptor and you stick a Notion Thief in response, it's absurd. You draw 3, and they put 2 back on top for you. Like, they go down 2, you go up 3.
Yep.
Such an insane swing. But Ruben had the answers.
Ruben has a Yogg-Will. I don't know what else he has in his hand. And the little painter that could ticks away at Jace.
I take back my complaint about Adam going to 4 mana. Notion Thief is absolutely worth going for there, especially with the misstep to defend it.
And the Jace on board, too. Yeah.
Right. Versus an enemy Jace, it's definitely worth, definitely a better plan than Library.
And is Adam tanking right now?
I think so.
I don't know, past turn.
He shifted.
Yep.
Jace is going to be like, fine.
Yep.
I'll Fate Seal. What's your top card? Or maybe put Ruben's top card on the bottom.
Is he going to play the Yogg-Will here? Yes, he is.
He is. This is just value, right? Land, Red Blast.
He could land and then, just reb the painter out.
I would point Red Elemental Blast at Painter Servant.
Yeah, just reb the painter out. And then that way you can just brainstorm with your Jace.
Right. What's the first card in his yard? It's 2 Force of Wills.
It's Force, Red Elemental Blast, Land, Force, Mana Drain.
Oh, the Mana Drain.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, so this is just Land, Red Blast.
Yep. And it looks like Adam has stepped away to ask the judge a question.
Yes, he can Red Blast your Library of Alexandria if he wants to.
Notion. Oh,
what?
Wow.
What?
So in response to the Yawgmoth's will,
yep,
he is casting Notion Thief.
That's right. Yeah, he certainly doesn't want to let him force out of the yard. Oh, the land is a blue card. The land is a blue card thanks to the Painter's Servant. Wow. Why did you name blue?
I mean, that's always, kind of the gambit you run. So Ruben hitting 3 of 4 Force of Wills here.
Crazy.
And that painter's going to bite the dust.
All right. I'm done having my lands be blue cards. Thanks. It was fun while it lasted.
And then now with Adam just 1 card in hand. And Ruben gets to reload. It looks like a Preordain. I'm not sure the other card there.
Man, Ruben has made this Grixis Thieves deck just look insane. He's had every answer.
How many cards does he have in hand?
A couple.
Man, I don't know what you do if you're Adam there. I just had the response at each turn there.
You start rehearsing your bad beat story.
Yeah.
He had this, and then I did this. I got him to mana drain my Demonic Tutor, even though I already had the Grindstone in my hand. But he had... Yeah.
All right, well, Trinket Mage may be able to get him something going again.
Presumably you just get Grindstone. Now, if you can resolve a Painter Servant, you win. Yeah, that's my guess.
Is this his last Grindstone? I think he only had... Yep, he only has 2.
It is what he gets. You're right.
I would not be surprised if Ruben had mental misstep here. And he does. Oh, my God.
Unbelievable. What is happening?
Oh, my God. Wow. I mean, you can't game plan for that.
Not your fault, Adam. When you come back and you watch the video tomorrow, we feel your pain. This is not your fault.
Unbelievable. Yeah. Feels bad, man. Oh, my. Here we go.
Oh, man, he even had the Painter
even had
Servant?
the painter. Wow.
Crazy. I mean, Ruben is the one drawing extra cards with Jace,
Exactly.
obviously. But
oh, and finally, oh, does not have the middle misstep this time. Does not have it.
All right.
All right. He's just a Yawgmoth's will away to get back his grindstone.
Right. Yeah, he can't top that grindstone.
Exactly. Yeah,
Ruben,
he only has 2.
Ruben doesn't know that. Ruben, though, is obviously going to live in fear of, 4 mana? That's exactly enough to... Notion Thief. Exactly enough mana for Grindstone and activate it, but there aren't any left in Adam's deck.
Exactly.
Has to resolve the Yawgmoth's will.
And Notion's going to go on the beats.
Well, Adam does at least win this race. And I think Ruben's content to trade it for Painter Servant, since that's the thing.
Exactly. Ruben doesn't know that there's no more grindstones live in the deck. Only the Yawgmoth's will kind of really ends this game. And we're off to the races. Double Notion Thief. And Ruben happy to get rid of the Painter.
Yep.
He could not block that Painter quick enough. Well, now after Ruben ran through all of his counter spells, he's probably going to hit all of his draw spells now.
Sounds about right. It's been a good game.
Yeah, Adam definitely still in this.
Did he just top? I think he just went top with the preordained because he's really not drawing well
See,
enough.
that's it. And so he ran through all the counter spells, and now he just has all the draw spells left. Now Ruben should be able to really take over this game now with the dig through time. I just can't believe how many times he had the answer.
Yeah, I mean, he's played it well, too. And
oh, yeah, no, definitely.
You know, he got the card drawing down early, so it's not absurd that it's not like he's gotten absurdly
lucky.
Oh, yeah. He's ran well.
Yep, he
played to give himself a good position and took full advantage of it.
Dig through time into Ancestral Recall.
He's going to strip colored mana.
Hitting the red source.
Sure.
And why not? Let's draw some more cards.
He wanted to make sure no Notion Thief was coming out. That strip mine was important.
Yeah, he saw the first Notion Thief.
Right. I mean, if Adam had floated mana, Ruben would have, I'm pretty sure, declared attack.
Exactly, yeah.
Get my attack in, then Ancestral after Notion Thief is impossible. Another sign that Ruben knows his deck pretty well.
It looks like he drew Pyroblast or Dak.
Oh, this is just one of the single dirtiest combos in all of Vintage. Dak Faden targeting the opponent. If you haven't seen this before, Dak Faden is draw 2, discard 2. Notion Thief is whenever your opponent draws cards that aren't in their draw step, you get them instead. So functionally, Dak is +1 loyalty for Ruben to draw 2 and Adam to discard 2. That combo is the core of the Grixis Thieves deck. Just crazy powerful. I mean, it's a 3-mana gold card and a 4-mana gold card, so it's not the easiest thing in the world to set up, but super powerful. Both cards are good enough on their own, and yeah.
This is going to be pretty. And it looks like, yeah, you just got to go face, You got to just knock the top, hope you get there in time.
It's such a crazy combo.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure it's the best combo in Vintage because there's things like Voltaic Key Time Vault floating around, but on the short list, best combos, most powerful degenerate things you can do.
I think that will pack it up now.
Yeah, Adam had Ruben at 5, but
I don't think you're coming back from that now with the Pyro getting rid of the Trinket Mage. I'm not sure what they're discussing down there.
No, me neither.
be. I'm not sure what would have came up there.
He forgot to draw the cards from Dak.
Oh. He didn't need the cards from Dak. He was just like, nah, I'll just have my opponent discard 2.
Yeah. Okay. They forced him to go back and draw his 2 cards. Now he can Pyroblast.
Yeah, it's a rough life when you get forced to draw 2 cards.
And there's the handshake.
Yep.
Adam Saba concedes the match. Ruben Gonzalez moves to 6-0. Grixis Thieves, a lot of powerful cards. All the right answers.
Exactly.
They came up in exactly the right order that game, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. And sometimes that's just how it goes. You're able to get down to early Planeswalker, really kind of sculpt your hand, and nothing you can really do, especially when you're combo decking. You're kind of forced to kind of run into those counter spells because the longer he waits, inevitability takes over anyway. So
it's a good deck. I mean, I think we've been talking about the metagame going back and forth. You talk about the shot